we've bumped up against a few different narratives. One we've talked about extensively, which is the narrative that the past is all terrible and therefore the future will be terrible, right? That's two reality claims that are sort of diabolically linked as one claim. And we've talked about inadequate stories that are offered as sort of cheap ways out that aren't really ways out, and how frustrating those can be. But the first story has such a turning inward. A lot of the platitude type stories don't offer enough of a way outward. And I think so much of the art that we encounter at the moment, and by the moment, I mean the last just few years, there are so many stories. Mainstream movie production companies, Jeremiah, are making so many stories that remind me of the poor Christian storytelling from a decade or two ago that you referred to. I can't remember the last time Disney made a live action film with a protagonist who had flaws. It's kind of hard to overcome adversity when there is no adversity, where any claim that you failed is actually false. On the flip side, though, you also have, I've heard so many, in the last 10 years, I've heard so many kind of female power ballads that all have the same message, which is essentially, you are enough. It's an artistically well executed version of the same platitude. No, keep looking inward. You're awesome. Everyone else is the problem. You are enough. And no, you're not. Those things last you 5 minutes, but then sooner or later you're back in the despair cave because you know you're not. The House of Holiness, on the other hand, you've been promised grace, and now you're introduced to this story where the solution comes from outside you. You need to be infused with something that you do not possess.